For a while, it looked like Wisconsin might make some magic before a sellout crowd of Camp Randall Stadium, leading past the midway point of the third quarter. And then a pick six turned the game around. But Wisconsin pulled back to within one on a Nathaniel Vakos field goal. But in the end, Penn State was just too much. A couple of long, clutch touchdown drives breaking open the game in the fourth quarter as Penn State remains unbeaten with a 28-13 win. We'll take a look at some of the plays from Saturday night's homecoming matchup with the Nittany Lions. We'll sit down with running back Tawee Walker, who has been a big boost to this Wisconsin offense this season. And we'll have our weekly chat with head coach Luke Fickell. All coming up on this week's edition of the Badger Sports Report. Vakos with a long this season of 53. He is 6 of 10 overall. 50-yard try, right hash. Lions are down. Here's the snap. Ball down. Kick is in the air, and it is good. Vakos from 50 yards away, and the Badgers have the first point of the night. The 31-yard line of Penn State, 1st and 10, Wisconsin. 1:47 clock running left of the first half. Penn State up 4. Play fake lock. Back to throw. Down the left seam. That's caught by Pauling inside the 10, inside the 5, thrown down near the 3-yard line. Will Pauling creates 1st and goal for Wisconsin. Block under his center, Jake Renfro. 3rd and goal at the 1. Takes handoff. Walker off the left side. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Tawee Walker off the left edge, and the Badgers take the lead. Nicholas Singleton motioning out of the backfield. Katron Allen to the right of Aller. Back to throw. Badgers sending for Aller under pressure, and down he goes. Jake Chaney leads the charge. Back at the 40-yard line. Locke looking to throw. Winds it up. Tosses it deep down the right side, and it's caught. C.J. Williams at the 20, make it the 18-yard line. Williams lays out. Badgers in the red zone.
Set the standard. Set the standard. Let's go.
Ricardo Holman from one end of the yard to the other. Touchdown, Wisconsin, as the Badgers are back in the fight. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Jazz Malusi, 89 yards. And it's picked off by Hunter Waller. There is a big, big win for the Wisconsin Badgers.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
Everybody battled. I don't think anybody on our team, batted an eye, no matter what the score was. To go into the fourth quarter in a one-point game, you kind of accept that situation, and we got to find a way to get it done.
For me, a loss is a loss. It just hurts. It hurts just as bad. We let this one slip away from us. So same thing as USC. So it's all the same. A loss is a loss. We just gotta look back at the film and get better for next week.
I feel like the offense can't go out and have 3 and outs like we did. Defense playing a great job. Every single game, the defense is balling, and we can't just give them. We just can't get 3 and outs or turnovers like we have, and we have to have their back a little more.
We were and where we want to be, and I feel like we are slowly getting better each week, like week by week, and I feel like that's the best thing about this team is that we're going to keep pushing. Like win or loss, we're going to keep pushing. We're going to keep getting better. And I think by the end of the season, we'll be way better than week 1.
We're close. He harps on it all the time after the games. We're close, but I think we get tired of being close a little bit. I think we just need to, like you said, get that breakthrough and just try and find a way to come out with a win.
We battled the entire game, and so I'm proud of the dudes for that. And I think we're still climbing. I think there's going to be a lot of good things to take away from this. And good news is there's a lot of season left.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.
One of the things you might hear during game broadcasts, you certainly hear it from coaches, are some buzzwords. Next play mentality, next man in. Those are things that, particularly from a broadcast perspective, it's easy to say if you're a player in front of 75, 80,000 people plus, however many million are watching on television. That could be another thing, is that we bring in someone who lived that as a player and obviously stresses it as a coach. Let's get to the next play, because when we say it as broadcasters, we think a lot about a quarterback or a defensive back, but it could apply to anybody. Are you born with that, or is that something that you can develop over the course of time?
You need to develop it. I mean, it's a little bit easier at a position like I played, because next play means maybe you got knocked off the ball a little bit, and who knows, maybe only your parents in the stands actually recognized it, or maybe one of you guys as an announcer maybe said something about it, but that guy on the outside, or that quarterback that does something, throws an interception, gets beat over the top, it's probably a little bit more difficult, but it's one of those things that you got to be able to do. No matter what you play, what sport you play, you've got to be able to handle the ups and the downs, and in order to be successful, especially over time, if you can't handle some of those situations and those things, it's going to be really difficult to continue to grow.
I was thinking you mentioned it has to be developed, because the guys that you have here were stars, probably their high school team. They may not have had to deal with a ton of failure. Everybody deals with it at some level. But on this stage, it's just a different animal, isn't it?
It is, and that's usually one of those things that a lot of the kids haven't had to go through, right? Whether they've always been the best player, whether they've always been, the guy, whether it's freshman year or through senior year in high school. As you continue to step up, there's going to be things where you're not going to be, and you're going to have to be able to handle that adversity. And that's why you like to see guys that play at a lot of different sports, right? Because sometimes you're not the best at everything that you do, and then in the long run, that's how you continue to grow. And football's one of those ones where I think a lot of guys got to learn that at this stage.
And we talked a lot about the wrestling background, but that truly, it's one-on-one. So if everybody sees it, right, if you succeed or not.
I use wrestling as that reference all the time, maybe a little bit too often, but it's the same thing. What if you're a baseball pitcher, right? I mean, it's a team sport. Well, you're the only guy that's on that mound. You're the only guy that's up to bat, and being able to handle some of those failures is a part of growing up, and it's a part of really being a better player, whatever sport you're in.
One of the things I've heard from coaches over the years, and I guess this is specific to, say, a defensive back, if there's a chance for a pick and he drops it, if you're not careful, you could overdo it the next time around, get yourself out of position, get beat. That's part of the maturity of a player, not letting one mistake become 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's that next play mentality. And whatever happened has no bearing on the next play as long as you clear it and move forward. And again, that's something that is learned over time. Sometimes you got to get beat. Sometimes you got to have those things happen. Hopefully they happen in practice. Hopefully they happen in spring football. Sometimes they actually have to happen within the games, and that's how you grow. But it's not something that gets any easier. You could ask the guys at the next level in the NFL, right? Whether they're a 10-year NFL vet, like, it's not something that ever gets easier. It's just something that becomes, hey, it's something you got to be able to overcome.
Next man in, another thing that you hear a lot, one play away, you hear a lot. You're getting deeper into the season now. If someone is that next guy and hasn't been on the field much, if at all, is that something you're watching closely during the course of the week? Is this guy still engaged? Is he in a position where he's ready?
You have to, and you just never know when those opportunities are going to arise. And, yes, you do worry about it at times. That's why in some of these games the last few weeks, being able to get guys in and still in situations where they're being challenged really kind of helps you in those things, right? Because somebody's going to twist an ankle, someone's going to lose a shoe, someone's going to lose a helmet where they have to substitute. And that guy going in there's got to have the confidence, and the people around him got to have the confidence in him as well.
And it always goes down to, people think quarterbacks first if Mabry gets in late in the game, but you guys have been able to, in some games recently, to get a Kevin Haywood, to get a Colin Coverly, to get an Emerson Mandel, offensive lineman. You're going to get to know those names a little more in the coming years. We certainly believe that's going to be the case. But anytime you can do that, man, that's priceless, isn't it?
It is. Dylan Jones, another one of those guys. And the thing about it is the rule right now is you got 4 games. And so in some of those situations, Emerson Mandel's one that we kind of bring up because he's a guy that we really feel like late in the season, if something happened, he'd be a guy that could go in there and play a full game. And so you're kind of cautious in those first few weeks of putting him in there, and whether getting 2 or 3 reps in a game where he has an opportunity just to close it out, or whether taking a knee isn't as advantageous because of late in the year you're going to need him and you still want to save those 4. Now, I don't know that in his time if that redshirt thing's going to hold up, but that's something that's probably a little bit above me and not something we talk about or worry about right now. But it is something as a coach that we have as a plan going into the season.
It's going to be cool to see when these guys get an opportunity, and maybe they are wide-eyed. We just don't notice it. But even in training camp, they weren't afraid. And you put Dylan Jones in there, Darion Dupree as well. As true freshmen, they show no fear. They want to get in there and mix it up.
They do. I think that's the best times to be able to see some of that stuff. And even if you can get them in with some of the older guys in those situations where there's a little bit more pressure, because that's what you really want to see, right? I mean, it's easy sometimes to roll out there when, it's the end of practice, and not to say that 3s-on-3s aren't important, but when all of a sudden people are starting to hold you accountable and expecting you to do things, if you happen to go, those young tailbacks in particular, going in with the 1s, being able to blitz pick up and understand what you're doing, there's a lot more on you just knowing that those guys in front of you are counting on you. It's hard to, give you an opportunity to do that unless you're actually in the mix or even getting in on those Saturdays.
Yeah, the word next play mentality, next man in. A lot of exciting young guys you've seen a little of, and you'll probably see more here moving forward this year and certainly in years to come. We'll take a break. More as we continue with the Badger Sports Report.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here. under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
In recent weeks, the coaches have talked about maybe tightening up the running back rotation, get somebody hot, and guess what? Somebody's gotten hot. And with that, we bring in that guy, Tawee Walker, coming in here first year with the Wisconsin Badgers. You are doing some things that we haven't seen around here since some guy named Melvin Gordon in terms of scoring all those touchdowns. Tell us what's been like. Obviously, you're getting more work here of late. That's probably exactly what you're looking for, though, right?
Oh, no, for sure, no doubt. It's been great, especially with the guys in my room that I know that go in there and can produce the same way I do. I'm blessed to be the leader of this running back room and to start the team off and just start the momentum, and the guys behind me going to follow up with it.
Fans around here, we're all getting our first look at you, obviously, in Madison. Power. You run with great power. Has that always been a part of your game as a running back from high school to junior college now to mate with Oklahoma and then obviously here at Wisconsin?
No doubt. In my mind, I feel like as a running back, you can play the game longer when you giving out hits instead of receiving them. People say like running backs take hits all day. I feel like if you go ahead and give them out, you won't be taking them all day. So that's my kind of philosophy.
Boy, one of the things in the recent game against Rutgers, you're dishing out that punishment. And then you show people like, oh, this guy's kind of fast too. We see the power. I know you were banged up in the first game, but obviously been feeling a little bit better of late, right?
Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. And I took the brace off. I feel like people kind of thought I had to show them a little speed. But now my O-line made it easy though, so that was kind of like a walk in the park. Especially when I got an O-line like that. Dominating up front, it just makes my job so much easier. So, but yeah, I got the brace off this week, and I just feel a lot better.
I'm just going to ask you about that, this offensive line. They've taken a lot of pride through the years about O-lines at Wisconsin. This is a veteran group, too,
no
right?
doubt.
And it seems like that mesh, the confidence, those guys blocking for you knowing they're going to block for you, that seems to be growing each week?
No doubt, yes. And them guys attack every day like it's a game day, and then they're so intense at practice, it makes their job so much easier on Saturday. But it's not easy. Playing O-line is not easy. But they come in every day, put their head down and work, and you can just see the results on Saturday.
I think fans like to hear your path here to Wisconsin. You were in junior college, and then from what I understand, you got your eyes open at Oklahoma. DeMarco Murray, the running back coach,
yes, sir.
He was tough, but you appreciated that, though.
Oh no doubt. He was definitely a hard coach for sure, but I love him to death. Can't talk to him now because, of course, rules and whatnot. But after my college career, that would be a friend I talked to throughout my whole lifetime. Grateful for the time I was there, but I'm so glad to be here, and I met Coach Ball, and I love Coach Ball.
Devin Spalding too. It sounds like, Tawee, it's attention to the detail, right? I mean, as a high school star, junior college as well. But there are just more nuances to playing running back at this level. Is that fair to say?
Oh, no, for sure. Definitely is a different thing, especially coming from a junior college. It's a lot different. Just from fans-wise, you don't have a lot of fans. Junior college don't got no, except for my family, of course. But other than that, like, you don't deal with fans, social media. Nobody really knows me unless you're from my city or if you're from my home cities. But now everybody got their eyes on me. If I do one thing wrong, everybody sees. I do one thing good, everybody sees. So, yeah, definitely different type of vibe.
What's that like, especially in the home turf, when you break a big run and you hear 75, 76,000 fans?
It's an amazing feeling, especially the fans we got. I was hoping we could have did the jump around on I scored. It was a Purdue game. I scored right before the jump. I was hoping the jump around would have been on that offensive drive, but we was on defense. But it was still amazing here after that game. That touchdown.
Absolutely. Tell us about the room. Darian Dupree, obviously you got Cade Giacomelli, you got Jackson A. I mean, seems like a great room where you guys really complement each other well, right?
No doubt. And it starts with our coach, man. He just praises he wants to play the best player on the field and praises that we're going to compete every single day. And everybody in that room is loves to compete. No one hates on each other. Everybody cheers for one another. When I'm in, Dupree, Jackson cheer for me. When Dupree's in the game, I cheer for him. And we bounce off each other information. If I'm in the game, I come off the field, I ask them, Grover, Jack, anybody asks any one of them, what do you see out there that I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right, what you guys see. Same thing with Dupree when he comes to me, asks me for advice. Same with Yak. And, everybody in that room, man, just has great energy. We hang out outside of football. And it all starts with our running back coach. He just brings the energy we need, and we bounce off him.
Who did you admire growing up as watching running backs when you were a younger guy, thinking, this is what I want to do, this is how I'd like to be?
It had to be Adrian Peterson. Yeah. That's not the reason I chose Oklahoma, but that is definitely the guy. Funny story is he broke his leg like a couple months before I broke mine when I was 10 years old. And then we came back around the same time too. And just how he bounced back from his injury was just amazing. It just was never seen before. And I just felt like I had to do the same thing. So
yeah, well he would run over people too. So
oh yeah, no doubt. No, for sure. He definitely was an example of giving hits out and not receiving them.
No doubt. No, I hear that you are ultra competitive in everything you do. On the football field, obviously. But you could be playing checkers, whatever. Anything. That's just kind of who you are.
Oh, no, for sure, definitely. I think I get it from – my father was a football coach, but I think I get it from my mom. My mom's real competitive, so I feel like I get that from her.
I would imagine, too, there's a lot of things that motivate athletes. You got a 3-year-old son, too.
Yes, sir.
That's a great motivator.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. Him and my mom, my father, very supporting, but definitely my son is definitely my biggest motivator.
Future football player, kind of early to tell at age 3, but maybe somebody down the road.
I'm hoping he gets some height on him. But, yeah, I hope he plays everything, though, for sure. But I want him to play multiple sports. He can do whatever. I'm not going to make him play sports, but I assume he's going to definitely get into it because everybody around him does it.
It's been everything that you had hoped for so far, right?
Definitely. Been an amazing time on and off the field. Met some amazing people. Grateful to meet my coach, Coach Spalding. Man, he's been nothing but amazing to me and nothing but truthful to me. Strength coach, Coach Brady, and Coach Jay. Everybody I can name, the whole coach strength. That them guys getting me right. Wasn't chose to be anywhere else.
Everybody has constant energy too. Every time you mention Brady or Coach Spalding too, there's no off switch.
Intensity
right?
is throughout the whole facility. Intensity is crazy. Definitely.
All right, no off switch here either. Tawee Walker doing some big things for the Badgers here this fall. We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Left hand toss into the air. Right hand over. Deep to the middle back. Good pass up front. Left side attack. That's Saris, dug by Wisconsin. Furbringer over to Franklin to finish it off. Cross court and down. And the Badgers have won their 8th straight match. And with that victory, Wisconsin head coach Kelly Sheffield has reached career win number 306 at the University of Wisconsin. He is the all-time winningest coach for the Badgers. Furbringer closes her eyes. Left hand, toss into the air, right hand over. This one a line drive pass up front. A shot by Chacoin, but it's dug by Furbringer. Left side, that's Franklin, rolls the shot over. Dug on the right back by Purdue. Near side tip, that's Woolard. Badgers keep it alive. To the right, Spreck pushes off the block, and it's good. Count it for Anna Spreck, and the scoring run continues. It's a 12-0 burst by the Badgers. Bump set goes over back to Purdue. Boilers set to the left. That's Hudson. Gigi A dig that goes over. Purdue has it again. Hudson, left side. Schumacher kept it off the floor. To the left, and Franklin. Deep shot to the middle back, dug by the Boilers. To the right side, Schumacher with the save again off the Purdue attack. Then Franklin converts. Franklin terminates from the left side. And the Badgers win that big rally, 16-10. Bucky. Franklin serves to the left back, Chacoin. Good pass, Shondell to the middle, Colvin. And it is out, a hitting error. The Badgers grab the point, and Wisconsin derails the Boilermakers here this afternoon at Mackey Arena in front of a sellout crowd. It's a sweep for Bucky, and that's 9 straight wins as Wisconsin reaches the midway point of the Big Ten season.
It's back under the lights coming up this week for the Badgers as they make the trip down to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City to square off against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Kick time set for 6:30 Central Time. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. East Park Medical Center, coming soon. UW Health, remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
COVID-19 cases are on the rise, and peak flu season is almost here. Save time and get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at the same time at Hy-Vee. Schedule your updated COVID-19 vaccine and flu shot online today, or just stop by any Hy-Vee pharmacy whenever it's convenient for you. No appointment necessary. Plus, when you get your flu shot at Hy-Vee, earn a 20-cent fuel saver. Your Hy-Vee pharmacy is here to help you and your family stay healthy.